What's up, Beauty Bay gang? It's your girl Beauty by Angelica, and I'm back with another client tutorial, period. So first, I'm going to be starting off with some anti-blemish pads to go ahead and cleanse my client's face before starting with brows. Then I'm going to go ahead and use some setting powder to go ahead and set my client's brows before filling them in. I'm going to be filling in the brows with the Maybelline Ultra Define Brow Pencil in the color dark brown. Next, I'll be going in with the e.l.f. Camo 16-Hour Concealer, and I'm going to be using the shade Deep Olive and I believe it is Deep Cinnamon. Mixing those two shades, and I'm going to go ahead and carve out her brow. Honestly, y'all, I really do love the e.l.f. Camo Concealers. They really are like the truth, like for real. They do remind me of the Shape Tape concealer, but honestly, just like in a drugstore form. And honestly, it's really like a good dupe for the Shape Tape concealer if y'all were ever wondering. And if y'all ever wanted to save a little bit of coin, it really does work really nice. Next, guys, I will just be tapping the product into her eyes. I'm literally not dragging or anything like that. I'm literally just tapping the product into her eye until I get a nice even base. Next, I'll be going in with the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 4. I love this base, y'all. This is like honestly the truth. I use this on all my clients just so I can go ahead and get that perfect color payoff. Moving forward to eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Gemini Palette from Sephora, and I believe it's from Milk Cosmetics. And I'm going to be using the first brown light shade as a transition shade, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a kind of slightly darker brown, and I'm going to be packing that into her crease and blending it up. I will go ahead and do the other eye off camera, but moving forward, we are going to go ahead and start with the P. Louise base. I am going to go ahead and just start to use this base in a kind of a cut crease form, but we're really blending it out and making it really soft, and you guys will see how I do that. Honestly, guys, like I really did not mean to use this much product, so you can obviously see that like a little goes a long way, and I would suggest that you guys do use a little and just work your way up, but I was able to go ahead and just finesse this as best as I possibly can. What I start by doing is I'm just literally just blending out the edges just so we don't have any harsh lines. Then I'm going in with the Makeup Plug pigments in the color white, and I'm literally just packing that white on top and just really just blending it into that brown, and I'm really just trying to get like an effortless blend, y'all. So y'all gonna see. Working that brown shade in just by tapping, and then I'm just adding just a little bit more white to this eye, and then I'm gonna just do the same exact thing that I did on the other side and tap that brown into that white so we can go ahead and get an effortless blend, y'all, okay? Next, moving on to liner, you guys, I love to use gel liner. I use the gel liner from Maybelline, and I'm using this black gel liner, and I'm literally just going to be just giving her just a simple liner, nothing crazy, and we're going to go ahead and blend out the edges as well so we can go ahead and get that blended into the eyeshadow. To set my gel liner, I like to go in with a black eyeshadow, y'all, and I literally just tap the black eyeshadow on top of the liner so I can get that matte look and so it does not transfer. Moving on to face prep for foundation, I'm going to be starting off with the Pond's moisturizer to go ahead and moisturize my client's face. Next, moving into primer, I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, y'all, and honestly, I love this primer. It literally just grips the makeup to the face, like, no lie. It's my favorite. And then I'll be going in with the Angel Veil Primer from NYX, and this is a skin perfecting primer, y'all. I honestly love these two primers together. I just feel like it's super important that you understand what kind of base you're putting on so you can understand the type of finish that you're going for. So I like a really smooth base, so this primer with the grip primer works amazing. Foundation that I'm using, I believe it is 360. And if it's not 360, most likely it's going to be 365 in Nutmeg. And this is from Maybelline. Y'all, I love to just spread out the foundation. And then I go in with my 202 Real Technique brush. And I literally just stamp the foundation in so I can go ahead and get that skin-like finish. Before blending in my foundation, I love to go in with my setting spray and make sure that I spray the face before stamping that foundation into her skin. And y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. So just watch. It's giving very much skin. It's giving very much butter. It's giving very much blended, period. Next, going into concealer, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Cosmetics. And y'all, I do go in with a little brighter concealer in the inner part because I do want my client to still have that highlight. But I also go in with like a darker concealer towards the end so I can make sure that I get a real nice blend. But I still want that highlight, you know? So this is how I do it. And then next I'm going to be going in with contour. And then we're going to go ahead and blend out that concealer. But do y'all see what I mean when I say that I use the darker concealer on the outside and then I use the lighter concealer in the inner corner of her eye? Because I still want that highlight, but I don't want it to be too bright, if that makes sense. But I'm going to go ahead and buffer out the contour as well into the concealer. And I'm just going to continue to blend this out, and then we're going to get ready to set the face. To set the face, I'm going in with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I literally am just going to just tap this and just blend it into her face. You guys, I'm not baking necessarily for too long. I literally just place the powder on my client's face, and I press it into the skin, and I go in with contour and blush and stuff like that. And then after that, I will continue to go ahead and press the rest of that powder into her skin so I can go ahead and get a skin-like finish. I don't want it to be too cakey or anything like that, so I just literally just press it in with a damp beauty blender. Next, guys, I'm going in with some blush. Y'all, this is honestly one of my favorite parts of makeup too. I love the blush. It just brings so much color back into the client's face, especially after powder and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some blush to give her back some color, and then we're going to add some highlighter. Right after highlight, I'm going in with the loose pigment from the Makeup Plug, and this pigment is called CEO. Honestly, it is my favorite pigment. I love to just place it right on top of the eyes to give it that pixie dust kind of look. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add some lashes. My client really doesn't like long lashes, but I believe these are like 22s. And if they're not, they might be a little bit longer. But other than that, we're going to move on to the lips, you guys. What I like to do is I like to use the eyeshadow for my lips as a lip liner. I feel like eyeshadow does last a little bit more longer. So that is what I do prefer to use. And then I go in with just a little bit of highlight towards the center of the lip so I can go ahead and get that ombre effect. And you guys will see how I do that. Next, I have my client just dap her lips together so we can go ahead and get that seamless, effortless ombre. And then I like to use a brush just to go ahead and blend out the harsh edges. And then we like to add like a little gloss on top. So y'all, this is the final look of my client. She looks absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, and I really am in love with this whole outcome. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all comment and let me know how y'all think about the look. Make sure y'all subscribe to your girl so you can be a part of the Beauty Babe gang. And make sure you guys turn on your post notifications so you guys can be notified when I drop my next video. But I will see you guys soon.